me very well. Hello, world. Let's talk about it. The world's biggest election. Granted, this has been the largest election the world has ever seen. Without a shadow of a doubt, you can see that there's a lot of different elements that took place rather. And for reasons unknown to the rest of the world, we've seen a lot of people come out and vote. So this has made it the world's biggest election. Like the most votes ever in an election was done in this election. You know, people that the world was very, it was very pivotal to have. They wanted every human being to vote because there was a lot of critical situations, a lot of critical vices going on as far as the seriousness of cases, and not just for president. I mean, for these seats, money was. I'd be like, man, I wanna move there just so I can vote and get him up out of there. So kudos to you guys who went out and voted for the person you wanted. I just don't understand how people get mad at somebody else who voted for who they wanted to win. I'd be like, that's their business. They can vote for who they want to vote for. I don't care if you don't vote for who. I know who I would vote for. And that's what you do. You be like, look, I'm voting for me. Your situation ain't their situation. Shoot, I'll be like, they might be rich. Trump might be working out better for them. So when somebody, that's what I don't understand. People be ready to fight, man. This one dude, he ready to fight. He mad about this Trump election. They're cheating. It's no good Democrat. They cheating. I'm like, dude, are you on the staff? Because I guarantee you, Trump ain't thinking about you at all. I guarantee you probably on Social Security right now. You about to have a heart attack. Trump can't win now. No, that's not necessarily true. The election's not over. Even if Biden gets 270, it ain't over. I keep telling you, this is not going to be decided. I told you months ago, this will be decided in a court of law. They're going to try to, this is going to go to the Supreme Court. It's going to be recounted. It's going to be months before this is done. They're going to try to get this thing. No, you won't know till probably next year. 2021, they're going to still be trying to fight to see who won the election. I'm telling you right now, Georgia is close. Close. We're talking about super close, like less than probably 5,500 votes. Nevada is close. Nevada is like 8,000 votes. That's how close these brackets are. Now, I just wanted to explain to you guys the process, why they come about election fraud and all this. Nobody in that counting room is doing anything illegal. They have a Republican representative in there and a Democrat representative in that room. They are watching everything that goes down. They are not finna sit there and let's fall asleep and let something slip by. Every voting booth has a Republican and a Democrat representative in that room while every vote is being counted. Oh, it's lawyers. People are lawyered up, both sides. They already looking at corruption and all this stuff and trying to block all these different ways that Trump could try to manipulate and steal the election. Or the way Biden could do it. They doing the same things on both sides. There's been some fishy activity. A lot of stuff could be fake. lot of stuff could be real. Both sides, some things have looked shady. Like what happened in Miami-Dade that caused Biden to lose Florida. Exactly. The only thing you get for having Biden as president is you got some type of presidential decorum. You have somebody who has empathy, someone who's a human being and not a cartoon character. Trump, you know what you're getting. You're getting a mess. You're inheriting a mess. And as soon as he's out of White House and he's a civilian again, oh, he's going to be walking in and out of courtrooms for probably the next 3-4 years. They're going to be like, and now that case is over. He's got to go to court for this. Then he's going to go to court for that. Then he's barred from this state, of this country. Oh, man, it's a mess. That's right. The super chat works here. Thanks, bro. Appreciate the love. I've always thought that once you voted for who you wanted to vote for, it was over. There's no need to keep the mess going on. It's over. You know, the best man won. You walk away from everything, and that's that. That ain't the case no more. I don't like that. About to wreck my car to keep from killing a doggone stupid squirrel. Oh, thank you. Well, you got to realize a bunch of key things that transpires when it comes to an election time. It's a lot of swing states. It's a lot of counties. Some counties are red and some of them are blue. In case you're wondering, like, well, why didn't they say something last night? Well, why didn't they do this last night? Well, the reason why they didn't do it last night or any other night is because they hadn't counted it. Last night, they had not counted Atlanta. They had not counted Milwaukee. They had not counted a lot in Detroit. Those are 3 major black areas. So Trump was going to be, the votes they had counted had Trump like dominating those states right there. So that's why he came out talking reckless and didn't know, we're winning everything. I don't understand. Now they're saying the numbers are turning, and I don't know. It's something fishy. It's not fishy. They got to count the votes. It says it on the screen. They had over 3 million votes to count. Over 3 million votes, and you only up by 100,000. So I'm like, dude, it's close. What do you mean? You're winning now because they haven't got to all the places to count. That's why I'm like, what is Trump talking about? That's why the lady interrupted his speech. Said, I just want to let you know Trump is not being honest right now. It's not true. He has nothing won yet. Like, what is he talking about? I'm like, he's reckless. He finna be in for a shock. Because I'm like, when they get to Detroit, he finna lose. When they got to Milwaukee did what they did. It was like a landslide. Where they really lost was with the college kids, those young kids in Madison, Wisconsin. Yeah, Madison was the shock. The young kids in the college, they kind of came out because the college kids, there was a disconnect with Trump. They related more to Biden because he's more about bonding and people working together. There's a lot of diversity in schools now. So when you see a lot of diversity happening in the schools, this is, this is the blowback from it. This is where all that divisiveness hurts you. Places that are unified, like universities, even though it could be a red state, people who go to college out there, they have black friends or friends of color, and they don't like all the divisive methods that he used. Plus, the election was close because Biden screwed up and started mentioning fracking during that last debate, and that's why he lost Pennsylvania. You don't tell billionaires you're getting ready to threaten some of their money. Billionaires, the reason why they're billionaires is they don't like to lose a dime. So when you start talking about billionaires and you had that much of a hard stance on fracking, and for people that don't know, fracking is like drilling. Okay, so when you're trying to say there's going to be no drilling and this and that, we're going to go to natural energy and all this. What are you telling those oil people in Texas, Oklahoma, Texas, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania? You know what you just told them? You're gonna cost them millions of dollars. Millions. They don't like that one bit. Don't forget to hit the like button, folks. So here they come, thinking like, all right, here we come. We got this on the wrap. No, you don't. You got nothing. He's going to win the election without winning the Pennsylvania because he's going to sweep the Midwest. I had it down to 2 electoral votes. I think they're going to do a recount. A Supreme Judge might stop it, like they did the Al Gore thing. They had a recount. So even though they're doing the recount, Biden could still go to court and get the judge to stop the recount. It all depends on how many votes it is. Like, if a recount is only going to be swaying maybe 20,000 votes, maybe, depending on how many votes you actually won by. Now, if he win by over 100,000 votes, then no. But anything under 10,000, you can call a recount. So, I mean, you could do that for a lot of states. That's what he's doing for Georgia, Michigan. He wants some recounts. At this point, I don't blame Trump. Exhaust every resource you have if you're doing that. Because if Biden was on the other side, you think Biden wouldn't have asked for a recount? He was going to ask for a recount. So it was going to go either way. Now, for Trump alienated a lot of the Republicans and sabotaged a lot of the Republicans to lose their seats because he put certain money behind certain Republicans and didn't help out others. And when you do that, and then you start making statements that's so divisive, when a Republican loses, they blame other people. They don't want to blame their campaign. They're going to say, Trump really hurt your campaign when he said that. And now all the other people are associating you with Trump, and that cost you the election. They go, yeah, he's bad for the party. The GOP needs to get rid of Trump. So he was losing a lot of support with his GOP. He has his favorites. Now, if you didn't scratch his back or had a way to scratch his back, he had no need for you. Who counts the votes? Well, everyone, they got a room. And in the room, there's a Democrat representative and there's a Republican representative in these rooms. And they have civilians. They got everybody going on. And all the mail-in ballots come in, the whole 9. See, Chicago is shut down. So everything's closed right now. I mean, everything closed. Except for this gas station. You need something? Go to the gas station. It's an essential business. Office. So he knows his terms. He just put in $50 million of his own money into this bill and talking about some fair tax. They put all this marketing in there, all this money. Vote for the fair tax. Man, they ain't finna vote for nothing for you. After you didn't shut down the city again, talking about for COVID, we shutting the whole city down. Then you stop them to go ahead from gambling too? You shutting down at 11? Oh no. About August, baby.